Hi everyone, welcome back to another Coupons Galore UK video. Tag hanging out. So I've got today a massive charity shop haul, and it was only like a week's worth. In fact, it wasn't even a week's worth. I think I went with my mum on possibly Tuesday, and then we went into town Thursday and we managed to get around half of them before we had to go off for another appointment, and then we finished the other half yesterday. So it's only really like three trips to town, and I found so much. You can see there's a few bits here and I've got a pile down here. I don't think I've ever found this many things in 1 week. I think it's ridiculous. It's crazy the amount of things I found. There's a few bits here I want to show you first that weren't charity shop, but I picked this up in the range. You can see it's a lace shower curtain. That's what it looked like, and I thought, how pretty was that? It said it comes with a liner as well, and it was 70% off. It was £12.99 down to £3.89, and I thought that would look really pretty in the bathroom because I'm just going to redecorate the bathroom anyway. The next thing I picked up for any unicorn fans out there, unicorn socks. There's actually two pairs. I think that one's just got rainbows on it and that one's got the unicorn on it. These were £1.89 from Home Bargains. We just happened to have one and I found them. And then the second thing is also unicorn.
My video starting. My video is starting with a box.
Okay, we'll do that in a second. Okay, the other thing before we start the charity shop haul, which is also unicorn, was this phone case that I found. Look, it's glittery, it's sparkly, it's got unicorns on it. What more could a girl want? And this was from Peacocks and it was £4. I didn't know they actually did phone cases because I don't go in there very often, but they had a whole shelf of them. There was unicorn one, there was like a holographic one. There was all sorts, and they were all about £4. I don't think there was any more. They had quite a variety of phones. I mean, obviously my phone is a iPhone SE, but it's the same size as a 5. They had 6, iPhone 7. They had ones for Galaxy. So they had quite a few. So onto the charity. You can see there's a few bits here. The first thing I'll show you is this coat I picked up. I know it's getting towards not needing a coat, but I still have to take my boys to play school, and every now and then I do have to walk. So I found this coat. It's got a belt on it as well, and I noticed when I had a look inside, it's actually a, if you can see, oh, I'm not even showing you properly, it's a Calvin Klein jeans. I didn't know much about it because obviously I've never bought anything brand new from Calvin Klein jeans, but it got £4.99 written on it, and when I looked underneath the £4.99, you can actually see that even in the charity shop they priced it at £24.99. That's what it says underneath the £4.99. So it must have been expensive originally for them to make it £24.99, but then obviously it hadn't sold, so they marked it down to £4.99. So I grabbed that. I thought it's perfect just to throw on if I need to. The second thing was like another sort of coat as well. This is so heavy, and I've actually since discovered it. It's feather filled, and I know that because I wore it yesterday. When I took it off, I got feathers on my top. So this is feather filled body warmer. Yeah, so the next thing I got, this is a body warmer, and it is so heavy. It's like fleece lined as well. And this was fat face. This is actually size 14, which is fine for me because I bump growing and everything. This was actually feather filled. I didn't realise until I took it off yesterday, and I'd got feathers on my top, but it's actually padded with feathers. So it would have been expensive. This one was £4.99 as well. So I thought that was a great bargain just to throw on with the long sleeve top. The next thing I found was for Jackson, because JJ's already got one very similar. But for when we go to Chesney or we go away to see his granddad and his family in Wales, they're always handy to have. And it's a little Ben and Holly case on wheels. There is no marks on it, no scratches. The handle still works. It's perfect. And it was, I'll show you, £1.99. So that's perfect for Jackson just to take on holiday. The next thing I'll show you is the Bernardo's, which is the one we like going in. I've got a big stack of books. They do, I think it's 5 books for 99p. So when I went in, we've got a Leapfrog Finding Nemo, a Little Green Monsters, That one, Don't Call Me Sweet, with a monster on it. Postman Pat, book for beginners. And then there's a Hansel and Gretel on that side.
Play School got
And a Snow White. What, that one?
Yeah. No,
Play School have that one. That one?
Yeah.
Play School have that one. There you go then, now you can read it at home. Yeah, so they were all 5 for 99p. You do sometimes just have to check that there's no like rips in them or anything. But then the other one, I found that in the bottom of the Ben and Holly bag. So that was an added bonus. And then we've also got My First Words book, which was Let's Go, so that's cars and buses and things. Let's Find and Farm. And they're either 49p a book or 5 for 99p. So perfect for like kids that you read bedtime stories, it's just starting to read. You don't really need to spend a lot of money on them. They have boxes and boxes of them. And the next thing I found, I think this was also Bernardo's. I picked this up. It's quite long. Just a grey, and this is a DKNY, and that was $1.99. Bernardo's was really good this week actually. We went in twice and I found a few things like when we went in. This was a Lee Cooper. So it's not quite a sweatshirt, it's a bit like a long sleeve top. And that was £1.49. As you can see, there is prices underneath it. They'd had that originally at $4.99, but I seem to find like if I see something in there and it's a little bit, see, I wouldn't have paid $4.99 for that with it being a charity shop, so I usually have like a £3.50 limit. But if you leave it a little bit, because they try and keep stock moving and they're not just like letting stock kick around, they will very often just go around and reduce everything again just to get rid of it, and that's the perfect time to pick stuff up. Because I found this as well. This is a Next, and it is still got the tags on it. It's still got the price tag on it, £40. It's got a detachable, what's that called? Snood. Just a sparkly silver jumper. And again, that was same thing. That was originally $9.99, but then it had gone down to $4.99. If things are brand new and they've got labels on them, I will go over my £3.50 budget because you know it is brand new. So there are a few exceptions. I got a question the other day actually that I realised I hadn't answered before. So to the lady that asked me this question, I will now answer it. She asked me, when any of the stuff I find, do I wash it first before I wear it? And the answer to your question is yes. Everything I find, whether it's brand new with tags on it or not, always gets freshly washed and dried and ironed before any of my family wear it. Not because I necessarily think it's dirty, just because it's been in a shop. It could have been hanging in someone's wardrobe for you don't know how long. It could have then gone into their bags. You don't know how long it's been in the shop. So it just keeps it fresh. I'll always check when I buy stuff if there's marks on it or tears on it or stains on it, and if there's usually a mark on it or a stain or anything, I won't buy it. So I always check that everything's clean first. The other thing I found in there was this is Phase 8. I don't know who they are. Just a stripy top. All the tops I have to allow for expansion, so that's why they were quite baggy. Same thing, I got $4.99 underneath it, and then I paid $1.99. And then we found this blanket, really cute pink or blue. I thought that could do for, as we don't know if we're having a boy or a girl yet, I thought that could do for either really. Bit of pink never hurt anybody. And that was $1.99 for a blanket. So that was everything I found in the first trip to Bernardo's. We then went from Bernardo's into town, and bargains just kept coming. I just kept finding finds after finds. This was, I can't remember which shop this one was in. Oh, British Heart Foundation. I found this lovely like peachy corally colour top. Quite long again, long sleeves, quite light and floaty, and that was Topshop, and I paid £2.49 for that from the British Heart Foundation. I normally find that one's quite pricey, but they seem to reduce quite a lot of stuff, so it was not too bad. Again, this is the British Heart Foundation. This is just this is actually knitted, but it's sleeveless, so that might be quite nice when it's not overly sunny. Different coloured browns. This is S. Oliver. I don't know who that is, but they would have had that at $5.99, which would have been a no. I would never have paid that, but it was reduced to $2.99. So I thought I quite liked that. And for $2.99, why not? The next thing was quite summery. With my 2 other boys, I was always quite heavily pregnant in winter. So I always had big jumpers and big boots and things. I've never actually been pregnant throughout the summer, so this is the first time that I'm going to have to contend with a big bump and warm summer weather. So I was looking for things that were loose, floaty, you can imagine. And I found this was in British Heart Foundation as well. This is Atmosphere, and I cannot for life remember where it is. I know it's nowhere special. I think it's like either Peacocks or Matalan or Primark. It's somewhere like that. If you know, let me know, because I can't for life me remember. And it's just this little pretty flowered floaty top, and I thought I could wear leggings under that and it'll stretch. That was £2.79 down to £1.39. So that only cost me £1.39, and it is absolutely spotless. There is no marks on it whatsoever. The next thing I found is, this is Dorothy Perkins. This is just a cream floaty sleeveless top, slightly longer at the back, and then it's got like a little opening detail on the back. This was from Cancer Research, and that was £2.50. We always go into Cancer Research one in town, but I don't think I've ever really found anything until this time, and I actually found quite a few tops, which I don't normally. This one was Cancer Research as well. This is from Select. It's just a green loose fitting top. Doesn't look very good on camera, it looks a bit brown, but it's not, it's green with a zip on it. And I paid £2.95 for that one. Next thing, this one was also great. This might be a little bit difficult to show you because it's a bit awkward when it's not hanging. This is an AX Paris, and I think it goes on the shoulder like that, but then it's got a bit like a cold shoulder thing to it, and then it goes longer down on one side. Yeah, that's a bit difficult to show you. One sleeve's like higher than the other, as you can see, and that was Cancer Research round, and that was £3.50. I just quite liked it. I just thought maybe with my jeans and some leggings it might look quite nice. I also found in Cancer Research, I found these cute little shoes. Yes.
Can you finish your video, but I have a yogurt?
Yes, you can have a yogurt when we finish the video. Already planning what we're doing later. I found these adorable cute little shoes. There is not a mark on them, and there's even the cardboard is still inside, so I know they've never been worn. They were probably bought, tried on and never worn. And I paid £1.95 for them, and I thought, perfect summer shoes for only £1.95. This one was from Bernardo's. This was from the second trip. Again, this is Atmosphere. Still cannot remember where Atmosphere is. And this again was like floaty, collared, sleeveless top, and that was 99p. On to the next one. I've got quite a few, so I'm aware I'm going quite fast, but I wanted to get through. This was from oh, I can't remember what this one's called. This is a charity shop. It's not Scope, it used to be. This is a warehouse top, and as you can see I paid £3, and it's like a greeny grey colour, and it's really long, and it's got sort of like rib detail on the bottom, and it's like 3/4 sleeves. It's a really nice colour actually. It doesn't look very nice on camera, but it's a really nice colour. And that was only £3. I can't remember what that shop's called. They redid it all, and basically there is nothing in there that is over £5. Everything in there is £5 and under, because this is from the same shop.
It's called BFC.
Okay. This was also from the same shop. This is a River Island, and I paid £2. Just a floaty, stripy summer vest top thing. That was £2. And then I think I picked this one up from the same place as well, because it got the same tag on it. Yeah, got the same tag on it. This was a catch one. It means nothing to me, but I quite liked it because it was quite stretchy and it was quite loose, and I paid £2 for that. It's like a pinky peachy, and it's quite long. It's not quite a dress, so I'd have to wear it with leggings or something, but I thought then leggings, nice little pair of shoes.
It's dress.
It's dress. JJ says it's a dress. The next thing I got was from PDSA. As you can tell, we have a lot of charity shops in my town, which we do. And this is a Marks and Spencer's, and it didn't say maternity on it, but I'll show you why I picked up in a minute. It's really long, so get away pair of tights, pair of leggings. It didn't say maternity on it, but as you can see, it's got like the elasticated bits on the side, which usually when it's on the side like that, you can see them there, means it's maternity. So I picked that up in my size, and again, that was $3.99 but reduced down to $1.99. So for a Marks and Spencer maternity dress that has no marks on it whatsoever, I paid less than £2 for it, and it'll do me perfectly. And the next thing I picked up was also from, where was this from? Oh, this was from Bernardo's, and it's got new written on the label, and it actually is because it's got the tag on it. This is from Boohoo. I think it's boohoo.com, but again, look, still got the tag on it. I don't know how much it would have been because the price isn't on it, but it's still got the tag on it, and it's got new written on the bottom there. And this is just a striped navy, again, really long little dress. I suppose it's a dress or just a long jumper, and it's slightly elasticated on the bottom. And I paid, considering it's brand new with the tag on it, I paid $3.99. So I only a little bit went over my budget, but like I said, if it's brand new with a label on it, I don't mind going over a little bit. And this is the last clothing item I picked up. This was from PDSA, and this is a super dry top, just grey, stripy. It's got pockets on the side, and then it's got like a little pink detail there. I just thought that might be nice, quite nice, a pair of leggings or even jeans, and I paid $3.99 for that. And then the last thing I bought was the 50 Shades Freed, because I have read them all. I did have them all at one stage, but I lent this one to someone that I cannot remember who I lent it to, and I never got it back. So as I decided to reread them all again, I realised I needed to get this one. And I found this one in just one of the little charity shops in town. Cost me £1.50, so I didn't mind buying it again. So that was everything that I found this week just in the charity shops, and like I told you, there was a lot of things. I was so surprised at what I was finding and the prices that I was finding at as well. I don't think it's been so long since I've come across things that were really were that cheap.
At a charity shop, and I'm going to tell everybody.
Okay.
I found this at a
Not so
charity
close.
shop.
And what did you name him?
Dominic.
He found Dominic the cat in the charity shop. So he always finds toys in the charity shop. I don't mind buying him toys, things like that, if they get wrecked. I mean, he's been carrying that around since he bought it last week. So I think it cost 99p, and it got like a little cage with it. He thinks it's great.
And,
Yeah,
and
so
it's purple, pink, and blue.
Because cage is purple, pink and blue. Yeah, so really, there is no reason why people shouldn't shop in charity shops. I get a lot of comments about, oh my god, I can't believe you're going to charity shops. But I mean, just look at everything I've showed you. Just look at what I found. And I mean, there's Topshop, there's Warehouse, there's Calvin Klein jeans, there's DKNY. I mean, there's just to name a few. And they were and I don't think I paid. The most expensive thing I bought were the 2 coats at $4.99. Every other item was $4.99 or less. And some of them down to what, 99p. So it really is nuts, some of the things you can find in the charity shops. Just go in, just set a date.
Found this at the house.
Yeah, Mama found this one as well. And that Talks. I think that was 49p. So just dedicate a day when you're going to town to just going around the charity shops that you have in your town. That was 99p because she had a cage as well. Yeah, so just dedicate. So just dedicate a day when you go into town that you can just have a walk round in the charity shops and just go in and out and just have a look, see what you find. You'd be so surprised. I mean, I was this week. But for now, happy charity shop hunting, happy couponing, and bye.